In this video, we are going to delve into the uses of I, me, my, and myself. These words are often confused, but each has a distinct role in sentences. By the end of today's video, you will have a clear understanding of how to use them in your sentences correctly. So let's get started. We'll first talk about I. I is a subject pronoun, which means that it is always used as a subject. And what is a subject? A subject is a person who is performing the action of the verb, right? So we can always see I in the place of a subject. For example, I am going to the store. I have finished my homework. I enjoy reading books. So who is performing the action? Who is performing the action? Just ask your question with who. And the answer will be always I. You can see I here is the subject, right? Okay, some more examples for you. I think it's going to rain today. I'll call you tomorrow. I love playing the guitar. My friends and I went to the beach. My family and I are planning a vacation. Now, when you see that the subject is plural, here we can see we are talking about plural subjects, right? My friend and I, my family and I. So we can see that the subject is plural. Now, when we get plural subjects, always remember the rule will be 3, 2, 1. That means it will be always the third person plural number or the third person singular number first, and then the second person singular or plural, and then the first person. So it's always the third person, second person, and the first person. Now, in those cases, there's a tendency in beginners to use me often. So, for example, it's very easy for you to say, my friends and me went to the beach, or my family and me are planning for a vacation. But using me over here is not correct, because remember, me, we never use it in place of a subject. It's always I. Now, it's time that we talk about my. My is a possessive adjective. That means it always shows ownership or possession, and it is always followed by a noun. Some examples. My car is parked outside. My favorite color is blue. My friends are coming over tonight. My dog loves to play fetch. My phone is out of battery. My house is located in the suburbs. Here, if you ask question with whose, then you will get the answer. For example, whose house, whose phone, whose book, whose friends. Or you can say whose dog, whose favorite color, whose car. And you will always get the answer, my. So it shows ownership. For example, if I say that my favorite color is green, then I'm talking about something which I like, right? My favorite color. Or if I say that my phone is black, that means I'm talking about the color of my phone. And I'm using my phone. So here, as you can see, like after my, you always get a noun and it's phone here, right? So my phone is black. I'm talking about its color. My phone is black. Why I'm using my phone? Because I'm talking about something that I own, that I possess. It shows the ownership. And who owns the phone? I am the person to own the phone, right? So I own the phone. Here I am using my hands to show possession. Now, if you take a look at the examples, you can find out that after my, it's always a noun there. For example, my car, my favorite color, my dog, right? Now it's time that we talk about me. Me is used as an object pronoun in a sentence. That means you can find me as the object of a verb or a preposition in a sentence, meaning it receives the action of the verb. Let's take a look at some examples. She called me last night. The teacher gave me a book. If you ask question with whom or to whom, you will get the answer here. For example, let's take a look at the first example. Here it is said, she called me last night. And now if I make it a question, it will be, whom did you call last night? And then the second one, the second example was, the teacher gave me a book. To whom did the teacher give a book? Let's take a look at some more examples. Can you help me with this problem? They invited me to the party. My parents told me to be careful. The dog followed me home. Now, as I was saying earlier, that you can't use me in place of I or I in place of me. Let's take a look at the next example. The teacher praised my classmates and me. I'm not going to write my classmates and I here, or you're also not going to write why so. Because here, as you can see, that if I ask question where, whom did the teacher praise? So the answer will be always the teacher praised my classmates and me. So remember, me is not a subjective pronoun and it's always an objective pronoun. It should be used as an object in a sentence. Another example like this, they invited my friends and me to the concert. Not they invited my friends and I to the concert, because they invited whom? They invited my friends and me. It's as simple as that. So when you're asking question with who, it's the subject. You can use I there, not me. And when it's the object, it will be always me and not I. Moving ahead with myself. Myself is a reflexive pronoun. It is used in a sentence when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same person, or for emphasis. For instance, I taught myself to play the piano. I taught whom? I taught myself. So I is the subject, myself here is the object, and here it's the same person, right? I'm talking about myself only. So I taught myself, not someone else. I taught myself. Next one. I made this cake myself. That means I am the one to make this cake and not someone else. Next. I see myself in the mirror. I need to take care of myself. In all those sentences, I'm only talking about my own self. Some more examples for you. I found myself thinking about my past. I can handle this project by myself. So as you can see that the subject and the object of the sentence are the same person, right? Now let's quickly recap what we've learned. I is a subject pronoun used to indicate the person performing the action. My is a possessive adjective used to show ownership. Me is an object pronoun used to indicate the person receiving the action. Myself is a reflexive pronoun used when the subject and object are the same person or for emphasis. Now let's practice what we've learned. Here you have to fill in the blanks with I, me, my, or myself. And for this, you can pause the video and you have 5 seconds to answer. Your time's up, and that's it. So I hope that now you have a clear idea of when to use I, me, my, or myself. Remember, practice makes a man perfect. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson and this lesson was informative for all of you. If it is, then do let me know that in the comment section below. Subscribe my channel for more such amazing English learning contents and happy learning.